Bloodlines, we just did the whole Ocean House Hotel mission, and now we're gonna do Asian Vampire. And for some reason I'm outside the clinic. What the hell was I doing last time in this game? Info. Let's look at my quest log. Okay, so hello, it's been a week. Trying to remember everything. Go Sworn's Midnight, Special Release, yeah, I've got the Pendant, Hunter's Hunted, Asian Vampire, Mudhung, yeah. Oh, we'll cut you loose. Bloody Mess, the coin, yeah, mail the blood time. Email. Mercurio, Carnival of Death, Freedom's Riddle. Okay, cool, there's nothing much there. Let's go check our email, I guess. I forget why we were in front of a clinic. I remember we were doing something. Oh yeah, I know we need to go to the clinic eventually, in the Asian Vampire quest. I just jumped the gun. And I do want my blood to be topped up before we do the Asian email. Yeah, we got nicely done. 5. Your assistance was much appreciated in regards to the lupine blood. Please find your payment in the mailbox if you haven't already done so. Quest complete. We also got you got free XP. Never mind, we could get skill up technically. Investigation does not research, sadly. Investigation isn't that great since it only uploads one inspection. Inspection's useful, but I mean, inspection is useful for noticing things I'm saying, but I've got Auspec, so it's not entirely fully the best thing that it could be. Blood buff, sure, we'll have that on it, we'll take the money. We got like £800, $800 because this is America. Let me put my money on. Let me just put some random junk I have. Give bail bond, rough toil, we don't need. Give having a stake in your haven's never really a bad idea as a vampire. We're gonna sell a golden ring. Driver's license. We're not gonna give this to it. I will sell this. Biography of the 1930s sucks from Scarlet, the frat lady Torkson, best known as assistant to Shaky Sill Mafrati, the notorious epileptic Mifro. This book raises your dodge talent. We're gonna give this that. We're gonna put this here. Virgil Crumb. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to Bailbond to find out what happened. I'm just gonna. Actually, no, we can take those because we need to actually go see. Did we go see E? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went to see E. We might we could go to Lily to see if we can give her things back. Did we really put the bail bond away? And we'll take that. First, we're gonna take a trip to the pawn shop. Oh yeah. But yeah, we're gonna mainly do the Asian Vampire quest and then carry on the main one because I don't think we have other side quests currently for Bloodline. I mean, we have a bunch of side quests, but nothing that we can really currently do. Going in the wrong direction. The Asian vampires, they are a thing, and I would need to check when.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
Oh, let me check. I'd like to buy something.
Right, here's what we got today.
We do not have the melee open. God, we need to put that thing away. We are not selling the pendant. We are just selling this. The thing I want to talk about is Asian vampires. And Asian vampires. Some Lord Darkness is really, if I'd have to say, split up into four geography, I can say words, 3 geographical areas for lore. I mean, there's more than that, but generally there is Europe and America tend to feel one because a lot of the supernaturals in America come from Europe originally. Vampires, werewolves, ghosts. I'm pretty sure have existed in America. Let me go get more blood. Pretty sure werewolves would vampire. I mean, werewolves existed in America beforehand, but types of werewolves came to. Good morning, cat. How are you? We're just playing some Vampire Masquerade. Kind of contrasting to somewhat sunny weather. That is good. Glad to hear that. I was just explaining a weird lore thing of what Asian vampires are in War of Darkness, because War of Darkness is what world this game takes place in, and it's a big tabletop universe connecting like 5 games together. I'm just seeing if I can actually. Where is Lily? There's Lily.
Hi.
How did it go? Good to see you. How did it go with you?
Life's been hard on him, both of us, but he forgives me. We're leaving soon. I have some family with a place out in the middle of nowhere in Oregon. It should be okay for us to stay out there, as long as we're together.
You probably want your stuff back. Yeah, this is a 2000. This game came out in like 2004. Though the facial animations is way above Oblivion. You probably want your stuff here. Take it.
Thank you.
Keep your love alive. Goodbye. So we need to quickly go somewhere else, but I just want to get that stuff out of my inventory. So yeah, bunch of tabletop games all connected by this. Vampire is the most popular, and what we are, but they did this thing during 2003 or 2004 where they released a bunch of books explaining what's happening in the Asian side of the world, and basically everything's different. Like, Asian vampires are nothing like regular vampires.
It's a nice night out, huh?
They are completely different beasts entirely, to the point where they're more connected. Well, why they're connected to the World of Darkness, and obviously because they're part of the setting. They do have hints that they're connected to the other tabletop game the guys have produced called Exalted, because originally they were meant to be one setting, but that kind of drifted apart in ideas. So Exalted and World of Darkness are different. But there are hints, there are still like leftover hints that they were meant to be the same thing. Now I need to remember where. Now I need to go through these names until I figure out where Virgil Thompson is.
Caller, you've got the first shot at dead tonight.
No, Virgil Crumb. Just listen to it.
Vigo. So.
Yeah, that's what I write now. Okay, born written the 3rd of the 3rd month, 25th.
How many boats do you own, Vigo?
I like the 2-tone colors of the letters. Yeah, it's great. I love the computer interfaces for this. Virgil Crumb, born written the 3rd March, I think. No, January, February. No, March 25th, 2002. 2 county. Public disturbance, drunk and nudity case, blah blah blah. Bond amount $5,000. Type of 1, cash paid in full. Notes: local void. Subject's corpse identified. Being held up at the medical clinic. Morgue. Authorities notified next of kin. Bit weird that like they kept up with the guy since it was like 2002 compared to modern day. But now, as any vampires, we have to break into the morgue. So quick context for you, cat, if you did not see the last stream. We are hunting down an Asian vampire, which are known as the Wankwai, I think, is how you say their. It's either Wankwai or the Geki, if depending if you want to say Japanese or the Chinese version of their name. We'll just go through the front. or as the game calls them, Kwai-Jin. It does. It does. The game calls them Kwai-Jin, which means nothing. Because it's combining Japanese and Chinese, and it's like saying, like, combining a French word and an English word. Whoa. And it means nothing. Who so yeah, it's one thing which annoys me, because clearly they were trying to be like, oh hey, let's do some different culture. It's spelled W. Okay, so how Kwai-Jin is spelled. God, I need to remember. I can't fully remember how you spell it. It's not like that though. It's. Hang on, let me find it. It's shouldn't be too difficult. Also, Kwai-Jin's tabletop rules, screw them. They are insanely annoying to like actually play on the tabletop, because like if you want to get all their rules in one book, you have to like get a different book from a different game line. I really suck at okay, so we need to get to them all. Also, yeah, we're just breaking into the hospital like it's no big deal. Let's get. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, the rules for Kwai-Jin are stupidly annoying. I want to play one day. They're really cool. Because the main difference between between vampires and Kwai-Jin, well, one of the big differences is Kwai-Jin don't have, like, so vampires and, I'm just moving this out of the way. So vampires in the game have, like, clans. Like, you're embraced by a vampire clan and you are that clan. Kwai-Jin, on the other hand, follow different philosophies. And it's about, like, trying to reach enlightenment to a degree, and each group has a different way of reaching enlightenment. Let's go on this computer. Cadavers. I don't know if we even know the password of this, so this is going to be interesting. So yeah, the Kwai-Jin are spelled Kui-Jin. Then the Wankai is Wankuie. And the Indian name of it I'm not even going to try and pronounce, because that's going to be even worse. Yeah, no, yeah, they have like different versions of how they reach enlightenment, to the point that there's one type of path of enlightenment that they have, which is like the developers realized you couldn't really play that with other players, because their idea of reaching enlightenment is that you need to live as many different lives, but since you're a vampire, you need to experience everything. So they basically, after 100 years, kill everyone that they know, then become a different person. Now, you see that if you're playing a tabletop game, you might have a time where you skip 100 years because you're vampires and you don't really age. Okay, so this is Virgil Crumb's thing. He's in locker 3A. He died on the 10th month, so October. I hear how Americans do their dates. On the 19th of the 4th of 2004. A subject died from the heart failure, personal items and storage B. Yeah, they're like, yeah, they have many different things. So they're all across Asia, basically. But yeah, it should be. That just makes sense. I don't get. This is the guy, Virgil Crumb, I'm pretty sure. If I have to get it right. Size of eye color. Actually, no. Let's actually check out the other bodies though, because I'm pretty sure there's some interesting things. Also, eventually, if you're like higher on the path of your enlightenment, you can just stop drinking blood. You can take in like chi from the air. So this was wounded, suggest would be to death with a baseball bat. Ow, that's not a nice way to go. Dear God. Yeah, and died from heart failure. Severely beaten to death. Something about the way this one looked made me want to lock it in the freezer. Yeah, no, it's because like you're like getting more in tune with the universe, so you can just be like, screw it, I'm taking my energy directly from the source. It's really cool, but I mean, depending on which path of enlightenment, you may be literally like a demon at this point. Subject appears to have died of indeterminate causes. No, subject's body contained only 1 pint of blood, foul play suspected. So that Jane Doe was probably killed by a vampire. Perry D. Subject appeared to choke to death on ham and or cheese. How do you not know which type? Sadly, Western vampires are called kindred, because it's going to get really confusing if I keep saying Asian and Western vampires. Can just drink, just have to drink blood. Sadly, our lovely vampire boy here only can drink blood. There is no substitute. We're going to take a ring and sell it, and we got Foxy Boxers keycard. And we need to go there. Goodbye, Virgil Crumb. You had, like, actually, we need to go to Foxy Boxers then now, because hey, quest design. Let's head over there and meet this Asian vampire or Qui-Jin. I do not. Sadly, Qui-Jin. I'm like. I won't easily be able to tell what path of enlightenment he's on, because it's very hard to tell with Qui-Jin. Though Qui-Jin are like the biggest difference is if you're a yang. So Qui-Jin can either be like aligned to yin or yang energy, and if you're like if you're like yang, you can't figure it out just by asking. We'll see why I can't do that. If you're related to yang, you can like give birth and like have children as a vampire, which is really weird. Because I think a kid gets some supernatural powers if I remember correctly. Can't remember. Off the top of my head, it's been a while since I've looked at Qui-Jin in any big detail. I've read their book. I've read the core book that they appear in. Okay, so this is. So if you're a secretive vampire, or vampire-like creature, put a password on your personal laptop. It's only correct. Like, this is really bad tech safety. Report 1. My intel observers of the city indicate that the K-Knights, which is another word for Western vampires, here are both scattered and unorganized. There are 3 individuals of note, but they seem to be involved in some sort of dispute. I shall continue watch and listen. 1804. These K-Knights are a curious and unfragile race. They waste the gift of their mortality on petty schemes and fleshly gains. We shall have little problems making the city our own. They say, well, the Qui-Jin court is living hell. If you ever want to be a Qui-Jin, you have to go through court politics. Because undead politics is the best thing to go through. It seems that my presence here has been noted by one of the K-Knights called a Nosferatu. I believe they are called. He has entrusted the responsibility of my surveillance to a bumbling mortal fool. I have begun to follow this so-called spy, a small, amusing respite from my usual duties. Yeah, true. I mean, K-Knights, or like what my character is, you would have to worry about leaving a legacy, because you'd have to turn other people into vampires. And they're called your chowder, and they're often like, they're often given importance to you and like to represent. Like if you have if you're embraced by a crazy vampire, you're gonna have to work pretty hard to be like, listen, I'm not a murderous psychopath. I'm just the guy who was turned into a vampire. I have drawn the attention of a newcomer, an agent of the prince who has discovered the corpse of Virgil Crumb. I know very little about this individual, but they seem much more resourceful than most K-Knights I have observed. I will prepare myself in the event that my paths will cross, and alteration seems immediate. If I do not survive, let my last report state that Santa Monica is ripe for the taking. We'll find little resistance if we come here by force. We do not have full blood though. That's an issue. But blood strike, blood purge. Yeah, okay. So we want to go. Blood strike right now. So yeah. We're gonna ignore the slight stereotyping and start hitting him with magic. Okay, so the 20th mod. So this game's modded. I want to point that out. It's got the unofficial patch, which you kind of need to play this game. And I got the mod called the 20th. 20th edition, 20x mod, which basically updates everything in the game to match like the aesthetic of the 20th edition of the fire. That's fire. 20th edition of the tabletop game. So they changed its name from the Kwai Jin to the Wang Kwai, which is technically what they're called in 20th edition. We are taking some hits. We're gonna go get blood heal, so we can get then get back to blood strike. That's a really good detail from. Yeah, I know. It's like I love this mod. You start seeing more of it in the later game, in later areas, but I'm so glad they did that. Because they're specifically called this in a 20th book called like the 20th Lore book, which details. God, that. They're specifically called the Wang Kwai in a book which literally does state what sort of happened to this city after this game. AKA LA. On the vampire side. Because this game is canon to the series. This game is just... It is canon. Everything that's happened in this game happens in the world. But no one's really sure on the details. Okay, cool. One more strike. So what my character was doing there is a type of blood magic, basically. And we'll pick this up. Yeah, no, my character can perform blood magic because I'm part of the clan which can do that. Basically, the clan my character's part of, called Tremere, were a group of mages and wizards who basically just saw who were like, we're just gonna become immortal vampires. And did, and everyone hates them. I believe I told you about Tremere before, so I don't want to go. Okay, so we're full in blood, but our health will slowly regenerate. Yep. And we luckily took down... Yeah, you did mention this, yeah, sorry. We took down the Asian vampire, so I believe we need to go see Nox again, so good thing about this is I don't believe my... I don't know if I've uploaded the stream where I go to the Elysium yet onto YouTube, but I didn't get a copyright strike, so that's good. Hey Nox.
Dude, you do that thing yet?
I did, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. You should get rid of this.
Right on, man! Yes! Hey, I'm sorry again for what happened before. Still haven't heard anything from Bertram, but I'll let him know about how good you did and about how you were cool about everything. Yeah, oh man.
Any idea what the thing was?
Bertram said it's like a vampire, but different, you know? It's like what they have in China instead of vampires. He said lots of them have been coming to California for some reason, I don't know.
Sounds serious. That's interesting. I was better to get going. So I forgot to mention the weirdest thing about Asian vampires, or the Wang Kwai, is they're not like bitten and turned into vampires. They die with regrets. If you die with like horrible death or with big regrets, your soul literally busts its way back out of hell and becomes one. It's kind of cool actually. But there's only a certain number of Wang Kwai can exist, which... So, the reason that we're not appearing in a mirror isn't because we're vampires, it's because of the game. It's physics. It's because the game's old. So there only can be a certain number of Wankwai, and they just kind of appear if someone dies horribly, and their soul kind of busts back out of hell to like possess the corpse. There can only be a certain number of them, and if I remember fully correct, the weirdest thing about them is they start appearing in any area with big Asian influence over the local culture. So, like Chinatowns, they start. I don't believe so, though it's been a while since I've looked at their book, so it's a possibility. Well, can we actually, yeah, we can look at Teresa's email. We're going to quickly see if I can actually hack into this. I don't know if we can. I don't want to waste blood. Actually, I was like, I don't want to waste blood, but we got like... We're full on blood. Yeah, no, why not? Yeah, we can't get in because we can't use our disciplines. They might be able to, but they could only inhabit dead bodies, I'm pretty sure.
Not even a knock? I could have been undressing. And who knows what I would have had to do to you. You're here to see Her Royal Majesty Queen Victoria, aren't you?
What should I say? Brought this for Therese. Yeah, I need to see Therese. Actually, I was hoping to run into you. I'm sure it's not how to see you. I don't want to be mean to Jeanette, because I actually like Jeanette. She's just kind of better than Therese, but that's because I like Vanox better. And she aligns with Vanox. Though I understand the Camarilla is useful. That makes no sense if you don't know the law. Anyway, yeah, I need to see Therese.
Therese is out making a show of how well her lips fit on the pants seat of the Camarilla. Did you happen to find her chastity belt or something?
Yeah, I need to give this to Teresa's from the hotel.
Ooh, can I see it?
I'd rather give it to Therese.
I'm not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sisters made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
No, please calm down.
She's always belittling me. She's the smart one, she's the favorite, she's the successful one. Well, it's not fair! I'm not a fool! This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
Well, here's a ticket from the hotel. You made your point on. You can take it. Would you stall your driving nuts? I understand, but I still can't give it to you.
Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and
She's
blood
always
ripping
like
you
that.
apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes?
I mean, she's a vampire,
Can
so she
you?
doesn't like sweat. If I give this, will you stop this insanity? So I'm sorry to hear that, Jeanette, but I really need to give it to Therese. That's the thing I would like.
Fine, you hold on to it. Since you were so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny
We
favor
do want to
for
keep
little
hold
trouble?
of that necklace because it is a fetter. Because it's a fetter of the ghost, and we kind of do need to give it to Therese so she can like get in contact with someone to free the ghost. I have no idea who she's getting in contact with, but last stream she mentioned she knew mummies, so I'm not putting anything past her. Okay, depends on what it is. What, would that put a smile on your face?
Do you know Gallery
Sure.
Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
What do I need to do?
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
I'm not going to steal charity money. Is she gonna resurrect? No, but
It's not
I
what you
mean,
think. Every pretty penny dropped in that box is going right into some other kindred's purse. You'd be crooking from a dirty steal.
you're a vampire. Vampires don't have morals. We do have morals. We have humanity. Okay, fine. Okay, I refuse. I'm not a criminal. Fine, I'll do it. If you call off the feud, right? I'm not stealing charity money. But I'll do the rest. I'll show you how technically moral my character is.
I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back.
But technically, yeah,
Meantime,
vampires.
Get to the museum and ruin
Vampires
those
have
paintings,
morality.
then pay me a visit. I want to hear all
But
about it. Hurry up!
I'll
I
show
can
you
only
mechanically what
amuse
it is.
myself for so long.
Be back soon. Be back soon. Goodbye.
Oh, and there was something about the paintings. What was it?
We are going to.
Oh well, have fun, Duckling.
Yeah, true. I have a bad feeling about this. So, we have humanity, which is basically our moral standing and how close to like okay, we need to get 15 and 10. Okay, so we need to get like basically how human we are and how morally like human we are. In the tabletop game, we'd be a living saint at this point because you got 10 humanity. We would like 10 humanity would literally mean we could not kill a fly. It's really hard to beat a humanity 10. And I'm over-exaggerating with the killing a fly thing, but it kind of just gets the point across that. A humanity 10, you are like the most morally principled person in the world. Yes, we can drink blood. We can still drink blood. Though at humanity 10, you might feel like, oh, I need to like gain people's consent or something. But like, you don't lose humanity for drinking blood. Though you can, there is a how do you max humanity? Yeah, correct. Because you don't kill them, but there is a state, a mythic state called Gakonda. With okay, so I'm not the vampire supernatural thing here. That guy just came running across. No, well, no, because you can get penalized for like breaking like normal things, but the slims off. No, that would lose you humanity in the game technically, but based on the GM of the tabletop. So there's a mythic state called Gakonda where you basically transcend vampirism, but it's only a myth.
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Or
I'm
not.
afraid you're committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate
Yeah,
the premises
it's a bit weird.
immediately,
They
or I'm afraid I'll be
like.
forced to radio this in.
Okay, so we're just gonna dominate this guy.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that. Right this way.
Please. Vampire powers, just cutting down on dialogue options.
There you go.
Now go somewhere and dance, go to Elysium and hit the dance floor. Leave, go do something wild. I mean, we'll go with 2.
Right. Okay.
And forget about me.
What? Who was there?
That was added by the plus patch. The unofficial patch. Yeah, Lord of Darkness had morality systems early in its games, but then like later it got rid of them, then some games put them back in. It really depends which game. So here's the charity box. I don't know if we will lose humanity for stealing it. We might. I might save and figure that out. But first, we've got to cut up some paintings. And this actually teaches you about something interesting about Vampire the Masquerade. So we have... Wait. Cain, cursed by God. Cain slays Abel. We got Cain, the biblical first murderer, slaying his brother. Cain being cursed by God. Very biblical. Cain meeting Lilith, which, if you do not know who Lilith is, Lilith is in the Hebrew text of the Bible, is Adam's first wife, but was cast out for not being obedient to Adam. And then Cain spurs Lilith. So what this is actually like, all these paintings are about, for vampires at least. Where's the light switch? I swear there's a light switch for this room. Let's turn it off. Let's get it. Let's get it, actually. Let's turn the lights on. God damn, I did not mean to do that. Bloodbath flips. We're gonna go Blood Strike. I don't know if Blood Strike's gonna work. So what this is actually going on about is the origin of vampirism. which I don't fully know how you're meant to figure out the puzzle if you don't actually know the lore of the setting. I guess you can sort of figure out in the course of events. So Cain was the first vampire, cursed by God, which it's heavily hinted that God is actually a woman in the World of Darkness. But that's a different discussion. So Cain was the first vampire after killing Abel, and Lilith was something else, but Cain turned Lilith. I think Lilith was either turned into a vampire or Cain just did bad things to her. I can't fully remember. Lilith is very weird in vampire lore. But Cain is still alive. Even in the modern day, he has never died because he is immortal. Let me go back into... Let's see if blood... Oh god. Oh god, it deals aggravated. That's an issue. So that yellow damage is aggravated damage, which means it is bad times. Good thing our blood magics... Oh, we're not getting blood back. Okay, we are getting blood back from it. But it's dealing very little damage. But it's dealing very little damage to us, so, you know. Oof. Okay, so, ow, peace. We are going to need to drink blood after this. We are probably going to use blood shield quickly, so we can have, like, some... You are not, yeah, but I'm dealing consistent damage. I don't have melee skills. No, you can... I don't think you can drink an ow, flip. God, I'm blocking a corner. Ow. I don't think Bloodbath will work on this guy. Let's see, I mean, we can stun him for that. Oh god. He's made of blood, but like... So the reason I'm using Blood Strike is it does little damage, but it like does consistent damage. And we get blood back for it, so we're not wasting blood or... wasting a lot of blood. I mean, I could go with Blood Thief again, just so I can screw him a bit more. It's on cooldown. Flip. He is made of blood. But it's weird. I don't fully know what the Blood Guardian is. It's never really explained, and I can't really recall anything like this in the actual tabletop lore. All I can say is it's blood magic, and that's about it. I don't know. Maybe. But there's something cursed about these paintings. I'm gonna go with blood heal because we got enough blood. Best thing about Blood Strike is just doing a whole fight. It might take a long time, but you got plenty of blood to spare. Ow. Come on. One more hit. Cool. God damn it. Let me use blood heal again because I got a bit. Yeah, you can't feed on this guy. Let me just cut. Yeah, that's why I'm not using. Okay, Blood Strike. Cool. Yeah, I did it. Then we gotta do F5. I think it's F5. Wait. What was it? There was something that cancels all... No, it's not F5. There's something which cancels all the effects. Let me look it up, because VTN Bloodlines, because I can't remember it. And I'm pretty sure Blood Shield is a Masquerade violation. So, Masquerade violation, which means... Oh, hey, if we go out in the open... we will be in trouble, because we'll get hunters on us. Okay, F8. Okay, sorry, yeah. Nice. Hang on, sorry, be right back. Whoops. Hang on. Let me mute myself. Sorry about this. Damn it. Okay, that was just a scam phone call. I love those things. Anyway, back to the game. So yeah, Cain was the first vampire. Like, this is just something in vampire lore. While it's stated and many people don't believe it, I just got one. It was like a crime, national agency, national security, and all that kind of thing. So while many vampires in modern day don't believe it, because, like, you know, Christianity and stuff, it's like more than factually proven that Cain was a real thing in at least vampires setting. Because, hey, we didn't lose humanity. Oh, dude, are we? We're gonna lose humanity. No, we didn't. Damn. I mean, if we're not gonna lose humanity, let's turn off the lights before we leave. See, I've had a GM who's like said that, oh hey, you can do horrible stuff as long as it's justifiable, and I'm like, I feel like you would still lose some humanity for some things. Dear God, we are low on blood. What are you gonna do? Let's see if we can drink from this guy again. Yeah. So yeah, Cain.
Where is that damn tow truck?
Let's see if he still has
I've
blood.
suddenly got the urge to walk down that.
Because we might accidentally
dark
kill
and
him.
foreboding alley over there.
Which is a problem. Let me So yeah, Cain was first murderer. He was cursed by God to be a vampire, and he just he spread it around a bit. And then he eventually like cursed like some of his vampire children because they killed their basically the ones which sired them. So yeah, Cain had like sired the second generation of vampires, which again Siren is just making another vampire. And then the third generation of vampires rose up against the second generation, and Cain got kind of mad about that and cursed all of the third generations. And that created the clans. Now, it's important to note that some clans weren't there back then. Like, Tremere wasn't around. Neither was a clan that we'll eventually see called the Giovanni. And there's several others, but we don't have time to get into every single thing. Yeah, but there's 13, at least 13 of these mythic vampires which killed the second generation, called the Antediluvians. Which is just a word which means before the flood. I cannot even tell if the flood happens in this universe. And we're gonna...
What were you thinking?
The
museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Wait.
Shut up.
I love that bit.
Control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture. But nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others. But how dare you?
Yes, I mean, it's not... So, each World of Darkness book has, like, a different how the universe came to be. Vampire has, like, a biblical one, but you can generally ignore it for the most part, because, you know, it's not like you're going to be meeting Cain or anything. Werewolves have a very, like, paganistic belief on the world. Mages just believe whatever they want, and because they warp reality by their belief, it's real. Everything in Mage is real. I didn't do it, I swear.
Don't lie to me! Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tung's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
Yeah, true. I swear I didn't do it. I even bought this item from Ocean House Hotel. Here.
Excellent. I'll take that. However, Jeanette claimed you did it for her. But let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Yes, I do. This feud. Goddamn vampire politics.
Jeanette, which he most certainly already has. It's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
How do I do that?
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
I'll go. Then this feud is off.
I want to see my sister.
Wrong word.
Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
I'll do. Okay, so we gotta go to the diner. Which again, just imagine meeting a powerful being of a vampire in a diner. I'm gonna go to one. Come on. Elevators. It's the concept of just meeting a vampire in like such a nonchalant area. Also, when I say like vampires, Cain is so real, there's also vampires which don't believe in Cain. Or don't believe they're from Cain. Like, there's a group called the Followers of Set who believe their vampirism actually comes from the Egyptian god Set.
Lovely evening.
And they're sort of correct. It's weird. It's a strange breed. Bloodfast, yeah, I don't know. So we want to go to the back. The duck. Because the guy has a shotgun. Bloodtheft, brain wipe. Ooh, we are in trouble here. We got rid of the guy with a shotgun, which is the most big threat. He's gonna explode and give us his blood. Nom 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 nom. Why would you fight me after seeing that? Blood theft. I don't want blood theft, I want blood strike. Damn it, I met my final death. Didn't play that one as smart as I could have. God damn, when was I last always save load? When was the last always save? That's good. Yeah. Well, and I think one big thing that I judge a game on is its autosave system. I want to get... Let's do Blood Shield, so we're... Cool, we got the shotgun user, that's good. Blood Purge. We'll be taking this. I mean, it's not like we need a gun, we've got blood magic, but, you know. Let's displace our shield. And answer the phone. Hello?
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her design, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this time. She's crazy! Help!
Damn, the Humanity 10, my character's like, hears people scream for help, has ellipses. Just top up on the blood. that guy's got a crazy night to explain. Sadly, no one will believe him. Like, would you believe some guy came in and someone started shooting at him, then he just then his whole blood covered his body and armor, and he just started blowing up people with a wave with his hand? True blood magic, love it. Yeah? Like, dear God, just... being normal humans must suck in this world at times. Because there's just a supernatural website I didn't mean to be running into a wall.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now, I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again.
Dun dun
Don't
dun.
listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie, dear sister. Of course you weren't. Just like you weren't working with him. Is it any different than the way you treated Father? Father? Oh, Therese. You poor deluded dear. I treated Father exactly the way he deserved to be treated. And he treated you like a... You don't say a word about Bob. Your heart still belongs to Daddy after all these years, eh, sister? At least he loved me. You take that back, you bitch! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
So, what exactly is happening here is Therese and Jeanette are the same person. Split personality, and they're part of the clan of Malkavian, which is a clan of vampires who all suffer from some sort of mental illness that will never go away for their whole life.
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less?
That's what they call it on life.
Despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say Daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint.
Freaking out
When I thought I
this
was
scene.
asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
So, I'm going to try and keep them both alive in this scene, so I'm gonna do something which to see if I can do it again. I've done it before, I don't know if I've succeeded.
Had his way with you.
So we're going
and
to
he
start
didn't
with
have
Jeanette.
to force you. You went limp and became his plaything. Do you think I didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter until... Shut up. Just shut up!
And yeah, World of Darkness. Some very kind of dark topics. Stop it, Jeanette.
That's right, Jeanette.
So we're just gonna
No one
jump
wants to
between
hear
the
your
two.
lies. I was the good girl. You were the wicked one. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me. Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down. Blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember?
So,
they tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together.
About keeping them both alive? Is that true, Jeanette? She sounds that doesn't. Like, I'm not lying about this game. I mean, I'm not lying about Malkavians either. About their airing their secrets. I don't know either. The big thing that I don't know about Jeanette and Therese is which ones were original. Like, which one got embraced as a vampire, and which one became split personality. I think it's hinted that Therese is technically the original person. Two, that doesn't give you the right to tell all.
She's a control freak.
And I'm going to
Things,
quickly turn on the
emotions.
lights.
If she
for
can't
the
control
gameplay.
something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the
Hopefully
night.
my model didn't
Then
get screwed
when
up
you're
because of
stuffed and
that.
bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
And then we're gonna go, hey, if it wasn't for Jeanette, I'd be on my way to Tongue. You're right, Jeanette. Okay, so yeah, we want to go with the first one again.
As I said, to trust Jeanette is to trust a famished jackal not to eat you while you sleep. Therese will never let you live. You've disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed.
Cool.
Therese has no
Thank
problem
you.
with killing.
I do know that sometimes it's
Remember
like,
Father
we'll
loved
just
me.
be
I was a
tilted to the
good
side
girl.
for no
I
reason.
always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
So last time we went with Therese, right? Yeah, we went with Therese, so we're gonna go with Jeanette, which is number 1. So what happened to your
Father
father?
came home drunk one day.
I'm
and
pretty
mistook
sure we've
me
done
for
this
Therese.
correctly.
Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and
Yeah.
so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun,
I'm using
loaded it with deer shot,
I'm
and
using
blew
like
his
a
mind out
free
all over the silly
face
clown
model
wallpaper.
tracking thing, so
That's
it's
a
not
lie.
perfect, but you
Father
know.
killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
Okay, then we're gonna go. We went with Jeanette, and we go. I can't believe you. Cool, thank you. Hang on, like I'm trying to remember which. So we went with like Jeanette last time. So we need to go. I don't believe you, Jeanette. I'm pretty sure, because like I can't believe you killed your own character. Therese sort of lives with Jeanette.
As you shouldn't.
So
I'm afraid, sister.
I don't know if I did this correctly. I might have done this wrong.
Saga. And I want you to know I do so with great anguish and disappointment. I had such hopes that you'd change for the better with my guidance. But so, sweet sister, is this how it has to end? I admit I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Then free, give me the gun. I don't know if we did this correctly. There's a gunshot, so we did it. So we didn't.
I should turn this on you
Damn
next,
it.
but I won't. Without Jeanette's assistance.
Damn it! I wanted to like have them be both
You're
in the
not
perfect.
correct.
I wanted them to
I'll
have both of
follow up
them.
with you if that
But
will
damn
get you
it,
out
we
of my
messed up.
city.
Never mind. Okay. And we got Therese. Which I mean, Therese isn't the worst of the sisters, but
Tongue's hiding out in an abandoned oil
You know.
tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him that one condition of a truce is that he help you. Our business then is finally complete. What you witnessed here, not a word to anyone.
I understand. Goodbye. We're never coming back to see you, Therese. Goodbye. I know. I messed up on that one. So I want to try and keep them both, but yeah. What are you gonna do? Yeah. So yeah, Narcavians are like. Oh, we're gonna leave. Let's get out there, so, you know, if I upload this to YouTube again, it's not going to kill me. Whoops, did not mean to open that quickly. We still have the cash box. Reload and try again? Nah. I can live with, like, Therese. I'm not going to be disappointed just because I got Therese. I just, like, out of the two of them, I like Jeanette, but like I would want a mix, but I forget how you fully do that, and it's like comes into all your choices you've made leading up to it. So yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, Jeanette is the cover girl of this game, so yeah. I mean, we could have gone Jeanette. I know how you do it, like get one or the other, but yeah, whatever. Shrug. We'll live with that choice. And we got, I mean, Therese is good if you want, like, a more, like, if you're a business type of vampire, but, like, you know, Jeanette is just more Malkavian. This is a Nosferatu, by the way. Well,
Look who finally made it. Thought you'd never find me, huh?
Their curse is, like, he looks like an orc, yeah, the curse of the Nosferatu is your appearance drops to 0 and you look like your body's mutated. You know I was looking for you?
I've gotten good at knowing when I'm wanted.
Are you Bertram Tongue?
The one and only. But don't bother with the introductions, fledgling. I know who you are.
You do?
News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
That's great. So, you know I survived.
Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need?
I need to get into a warehouse from Mercurio. You know Mercurio?
Oh, never mind.
I'd never get why he
The
says, oh,
warehouse,
never
though.
mind. I
I've
never
been
got this
watching the
from
place.
many times I've
The
played this
Sabbat
game.
has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on.
The Sabbat?
The Sabbat. Jeez, you are green. It's like this. We're all
Maybe.
monsters, like it or not. I'm not gonna say the Sabbat are the evil vampires, because none of us are the good guys here. But the Sabbat, they glorify their monstrous nature. They refuse to hide it, and go out of their way to show it. They're also brainless and reckless. They have a life expectancy of a vampire fruit fly.
But I should only expect to count humans there.
As far as I can tell, the humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads.
True. That's to be fair, he is a vampire, so vampires may look at other, like, just ghouls like that, to be fair. They know they're working for vampires?
The Sabbat like everyone to know just who they're dealing with. So if you get in there and have to bust a few heads, don't feel bad. Think of it as upholding the Masquerade.
I can get in without being detected.
Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
Okay. Pick me up at my haven after a few days. Pick me up at my haven after I sleep the day through, and then I will go. That's a changed bit of dialogue. Usually you just say, let's go. It's true. That would make sense for a vampire. So... Ooh, Blood Shield isn't laying up, which is a bit of a pain, but hey. So... Whoops, Source Engine. The Sabbat. When they say, like, the Sabbat, like, has the life expectancy of a vampire fruit fly? Yeah, lower rank Sabbat members don't usually last very long, though higher ranking Sabbat members are kind of terrifying. We're just gonna drink this guy dry. Yeah, it's basically Sabbat members don't live very long. Though if they do live long, they are terrifyingly effective. We're not gonna really be sneaking. Let me get Blood Theft, let's go. I mean, we could sneak through there. We could just do this. Blood magic. It's the greatest tool ever. Can I talk to this guy? Nah. Okay.
Yo, what the fuck is going on here?
Let's get Blood Strike on. Blood Theft. Cool. Like, why try and fight at me? I'm clearly, like, just different from you. Okay. Hope you have a nice lunch. Whatever you're having today. Dear God, I love blood magic. This is like just the best part of it. It's just like, oh hey, what you gonna do? The insta-kill moves don't work on bosses, that's why I don't really use them. Plus you don't get as much blood back. You kind of got half the death to affect it. So that's why I use Blood Strike, even though Blood Strike takes forever. So I don't think we'll be able to use that for a bit of this. Let me get blood buff. Bust through this lock. Cool. Damn. I'll say this is, you know, being a Tremere is fun. I mean, it's not as cool as the tabletop, where as long as you have blood, you can like insta-kill mortals by just walking up and touching them. But it does get to that point of the feeling of power there. Because you just can insta-kill mortals by just looking at them. Like, what was that guy gonna do? Really? Realistically? What is he gonna do to you? Absolutely nothing. Let's actually get our gun equipped, because I think there is something here. Ah, oh god, who's shooting us? Someone behind there. Let's unequip our guns though. We'll take our blood back, and yeah, oh god, that hurts us, oof. We're just gonna come around here, kill the guy, and we're gonna walk straight through the front door. Let's walk around first. Dear god, blood theft. And let's actually check out. So we got 19 points actually. I mean, we could get up to blood boil, which would be really good. Though we kind of, that would mean that we no longer need to like really upgrade our thaumaturgy. We'd have more time to focus on other disciplines. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Blood boil now, which is a fun time. And we're definitely going to be using blood boil, a mix with blood theft. Because they're both insta-kills on humans. One just gives us our blood back.
Dad, where you going, man?
Like, you probably didn't need to do that to him. Gotta be honest, that's a bit... We could have just taken his blood, to be fair. Would have been more useful. But we're going to save, because we're just going to walk in through the front door. So we're kind of going to need to save in case we die, because there's a very high possibility that we're going to be... Ooh, we are low on blood from that. Let's get to blood strike so we can get our blood back up. One more should do you in, and then we can get to blood theft. Cool. We're gonna go through the top now. That is the difference between a human and basically humans and vampires, especially a Chimera rank 5 of Path of Blood. Like, I know I'm not using Blood Boil a lot, but Blood Boil, I'll probably try and use Blood Boil more. I picked it up. I'm gonna have to spend XP on, like, want to get research up though is a big thing. Because that's how we're gonna get stats that we don't have normally. I saw that. Game. Ah, no, did we just automatically pick that up? It's a very high possibility. I just kind of avoided that. Okay, so let me see. Allspice is so fun. I do need to get Allspice up to 5. That's probably going to be our next thing. So I don't think Allspec gets our research up now. It gets our hacking and stuff and all that stuff up, but I want Allspec up because Allspec is really cool. Allspecs, I mean. Just having free wits and free perception in the bag is just incredibly useful to use in in a lot of different circumstances. We're going on the top so we can just get these guys not by surprise. We're not really a sneaky character, but we do want to go in through the top to get to the other side. And let's try some ladders. Or not, because screw ladders. How are we not caught yet? Dear God, we're at 100. We should be caught, by all means we should be. Let's flick this switch. Well, I actually killed someone this time. Let me just do this to you. Cool. Well, that went well. We're gonna use blood boil in this side room, I'm pretty sure, because there is a fun thing in the side room. Actually, no, we're gonna use blood theft on this guy. May need to get our blood back up, but you know. There you go, got blood back up. Then we're going to use blood boil on this guy at the back. Whereas blood boil, nice. Wow, God, such great AI. Blood fight. Again, just the power of a vampire over mortals just destroys things. I don't think we could destroy the generator. I mean, actually, no, we can't. We're a bit low on health and blood a bit, but that's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Okay, so blood boil will actually probably be a bit more useful in tight spaces because people can't run away from the explosion. That's gonna cause us. Excuse me, coming through. Oh wow, they got minced up in here. We're a bit low on blood is a big issue right now. I'm getting, oh god, game physics breaking. We're a bit low on blood, and we don't really have access to more blood is an issue. So we're probably gonna go on blood strike for a bit for the next upcoming enemies. So arming the explosive because we literally rocked up, murdered everyone in here. Okay, and we need to get out in 3 minutes. There's only one way out, I'm pretty sure. They got a bastards. Ooh, ag. I say ag, it's called aggravated damage. It is a nasty bit of damage. This is a gangrel of the Sabat, because it's dealing aggravated damage to us, and it's ripped through our shield. We need to use blood healing. Not blood buff, damn it. We are in a bit of trouble here. Because we are very low on blood, which means we can't use our blood magic. At all. This is a nasty bit of work with gosh, so we're in a bit of an issue now, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to face another one despite not really being Okay, cool. I don't think this insta-kills it? Oh, it does. Oh, damn. We could have done that a lot easier. Well, at least we're getting out of this area pretty much on a good time. We're fairly injured, low on blood, but I mean, hey, it wouldn't be a vampire adventure without anything like that. With half your health being aggravated and just you being very low on blood. Ah, nice. It blew up. Well, it did blow up. That's why we're putting an explosion on there. And a wolf is jumping out. 10 out of 10 animation.
A warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
What the? Are you a werewolf?
Not experienced much in the creatures of the night, are you? For future reference, you might keep in mind that werewolves aren't in the habit of introducing themselves.
Are you not going to kill me?
I hadn't planned on it.
Who are you and why you been following me?
I see my reputation, for once, does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se. We've just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons.
God, he's the same.
So sorry if
I'm pretty sure he's got the same voice actor as Stanley.
Tell me,
Stanley.
have you by chance seen or felt anything strange?
Just realized it's probably the same voice actor. I saw a ghost at a local hotel.
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their seats.
That's why you use necromancy if you're a Giovanni. Okay, I met some kindred at a beach that didn't seem like kindred.
Thin bloods. They're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred. Hence the name, Thin Blood. But they are sired same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles.
Other than that, nothing nothing out of
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air, like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again. Good night, young one, and be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Night, Beckett. See ya. Cool wolf guy. Don't know why you're running that way, but see you. We're back in here. I'm gonna go get some blood, then talk to you, my guy. Because we need blood. Because dear God, do we take quite a bit of aggravate from that. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to get criminal violation on us. It's okay, what are we gonna do? Normal blood bag isn't here. That's a bit of an issue. We've got blood in the house, so we'll probably use that right now. And then we'll go speak to Bertram Dung, because Bertram Dung has a lot to say. Like, a lot to say, so we're going to be there for a while, so let me take that. That's better. Why not just fill up? Dear God, we have a lot of money. And I get shooting a random bullet in the middle of the street. I understand why we got a criminal violation for that, but like, I knew he was a Sabbat and he disappeared after, so I think I win. It's better than getting a Masquerade violation. Wait, there's police aren't here for me. They're for the gallery.
Hey, stop!
Let's just speak to the police.
Crime scene. I'm gonna have to ask you to step back, please.
We blew up the warehouse. We got attacked by some nasty vampires, and we met a vampire which turned from a wolf to a guy and basically said, "Hey, what's up? What's going on here?"
Some lunatic broke into the gallery and slashed up the paintings. Everyone's a critic these days, huh?
I just hope they catch the person who did this. Bye now. They weren't aware of vampire. Those can exist, but they weren't aware of vampire. They're just a vampire who has the power to transform into animals. One of the dialogue options was, "Oh god, a werewolf." We also shot a guy mysteriously standing at the end of the alleyway, and as soon as we shot him, he turned into smoke. That's his blood spot on the wall. Probably a vampire. That's why there's a police there. We're gonna go... Yeah. Yeah, he just disappeared. But right now we're going to go back to talk to our good Nosferatu buddy, who I just realised has a literal computer line. He's literally put himself into the computer network of this area. It's literally got like an Ethernet cable running from here to the building. That's great. I don't get this computer, so let's talk to him.
Nice work, fledgling. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
That tends to be how the spy goes. Yeah, he's got the direct link. I mean, Nosferatu are like the internet clan. They literally have their own deep web of vampire stuff called Shreknet. Thank you. Do you know someone named Beckett?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
I spoke with him.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
Bertram, I have some questions for you.
What do you need?
I met your ghoul Nox.
I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while before I approached him. I had no idea
what was Nox's job before being a ghoul?
He would be to help.
You know I did?
I knew you would. I had him watching you-know-who for me. It was inevitable you'd pass through her joint. I told him to keep an eye out for you, gave him lines to feed you, the whole bit.
Yeah, whatever. I saw right through Nox. Got him to tell me about your plan.
Oh, shit.
Damn. I knew all about your plan, and I knew about the plan you and Nox had worked up for me.
Goddamned Tremere. Even major assholes. Thank God your kind is going the way of the Beta Max.
Oh my god. I didn't realize there's a tree of this, a tree of Sith light for that. Oh my god, damn. Goddamn tree. Blood beam. Sorry for peeking the mic. Yeah, no, Tremere are like very kind of ancient, so it makes sense, but like... I wonder if there's unique lines for every other clan. I did it, don't worry, I did it anyway.
Thanks, I guess.
You don't need to be salty about it. Great, I want to ask you another question.
Like what?
About the clans.
Clans are just bloodlines, you know. A common root shared and passed on
I did not expect that line, that was great. Okay, so we're going to do some... So this guy's going to tell us some big lore TM about vampires. Tell me about the Bruja.
They're a bunch of malcontents. They get pumped up by rousing the rabble they keep around them. Like, that's hard. Nothing breeds faster than contempt. And that's what the Bruja are all about. Jealousy and contempt.
I want to know about another clan.
Sure.
Tell me about the Gangle clan.
Well, they fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to.
Blah, blah.
Sure.
Okay, so Malkavians.
Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me.
Like Therese Foreman, she's good fun.
That was just silly vampire politicking, fledgling. No more. You get used to that kind of thing.
Goddamn vampire politics. I think Therese wanted you dead.
Yeah, no kidding. Now that the Camarilla has moved into L.A., Therese wants the title of Prince of Santa Monica. I guess she saw me as a threat. Funny thing is, I could care less.
Weirdly, that's not how prince titles work, but... that's funny. I want to... you didn't want a job?
I wouldn't want to be the Prince of Terre Haute. I leave that headache to the Ventru. Besides, there's only like 4 vampires in all of Santa Monica. Some kingdom.
Funny thing.
Like what?
I mean, well, there's 4 vampires. There are other supernaturals in Santa Monica, and there's one really, really kind of messed up fairy living in Santa Monica. He could care less, meaning he does care. True.
Sure,
there's a really
right.
many up fairy
It's
living
war
in
out
Santa
there,
Monica,
after all.
which if I ever...
You should know all you can about the different sides.
Dear God. No, we don't, sure, we'll ask... No, I wanna... No, we'll talk to him again, because I want to know about, we'll go with questions, because we'll ask him about clans first, we'll do the clans, then we'll do the sex. The Nosferatu.
The Nosferatu are damn good at what we do. No one even argues that. If you need to know, if you want it found, you come to us. We're indispensable. Not a bad place to be in the afterlife.
Lucky you.
The Nosferatu stick together, pool resources. We have more going on than anyone could guess at. Our web blankets the night.
The Nosferatu part of the Camarilla.
I'm loyal to the clan, loyal to my primogen, and therefore loyal to the Camarilla.
I love, like, the little pause before he says Camarilla. Like, really good voice acting. Do you like them?
The Nosferatu are the eyes and ears of the Camarilla, so they take care of us. They value our services, or, don't want to be on our bad side. Either way, no one bothers us.
What do you think of Prince LaCroix?
What am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
Yeah, what about the guy that decapitated my sire?
He's LaCroix's iron fist. No one knows the sheriff, really, except LaCroix. No one even knows the guy's name. There's lots of rumors about him, though. I heard LaCroix picked him up in Africa over 100 years ago. Obviously, they work well together.
Yeah, that's why some people, like...
Sure.
Oops, no, that's seems to...
You better get back to...
Yeah, no, I'm on my way now.
What do you... like what? Sure.
We'll go back clans for... Love this dialogue tree. I hate it, but, like, it's interesting. LaCroix does seem well-traveled, especially for a vampire, because I always question how vampires travel, since they can only travel during the night. That must be really restrictive. But he traveled to Africa and picked up what is theorized to be one of the most evil vampire clans on planet Earth's existence, but somehow has got it as a bodyguard. It's really weird. Tell me about Toreador.
I don't rub elbows with the pretty bloodsuckers much, but I've seen them work people like puppeteers, and that's admirable. Now, if only they'd get off their slimy asses and put their talent to some use besides feeding their egos.
I want to know about another clan.
Sure.
And 4. Tell me about the Tremere, the ones that
Mages.
Mages.
I don't have any reason to trust them. They're creepy, and I think they like it that way. But to be honest, I don't hear much about the Tremere. There's a few in L.A., but all in all, there's not that many of them.
There's one right here for you not to trust.
Well, from what I hear, you're part of a dying breed.
Good to know. I want to know about another clan.
Sure.
I mean, Tremere aren't dying. It's weird. They're outdated. They don't really care for modern technology because they have literal magic. And I mean, why care for communication when you can literally just summon a demon to do it for you?
Well, they get a bad rap.
Not a demon, but like a spirit.
Everyone likes to take shots at the man in charge. But when it comes to getting the job done, the Ventru know how to step up. They can take the heat.
That's a very interesting take on the Ventru. I just want to point out. Ventru often seen... Okay. Ventru often not well liked, because they are the ones in charge, but like... I do like that description of the Ventru, I'm gonna be honest. What can you tell me about the Anarchs?
The Anarchs. Yeah, I respect what they do, strenuous liberty and all that jazz, but they're kidding themselves. Wherever there's an ounce of power to be had, there'll be people dicking each other over. You think the Camarilla invented that?
What do you think of Nines Rodriguez?
He's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more kindred go anarch every day because of him.
Tell me about another sex.
Yeah.
The Camarilla.
The Camarilla works. When you let vampires run wild, you wind up with caitiff frenzying in the streets, then bloods blowing the Masquerade, and hunters sniffing around. Law and order is the kindred's friend.
What do you think? What's a caitiff?
Caitiff are just riffraff vampires who don't know anything about vampire society.
God damn.
Don't know their clan. Mutt vampires. What I suspect you were perilously close to becoming if LaCroix hadn't intervened.
Being a cave Tremere is not a fun time. Tell me about sex.
Yeah.
And Sabbat.
You ask me, the Sabbat makes no sense. They couldn't care less about the Masquerade, and they seem to care even less about themselves. It's like, hey, let's all spread hell on Earth so we can feel big and bad. Oops, I'm dead. Now how did that happen?
Okay, see ya. So, I do love that big conversation that you can have with Bertram. It fills you in on the lore, gives you a rough thing, though it is obviously told from his point of view. Like, that view on the Sabbat gets the Sabbat very, very wrong of what the Sabbat actually is. I'm actually check my question on, because I'm unsure on like fully what the game wants me to do right now. I saw no. Explosive warehouse. Okay, so I've got to go downtown. So I've got to take this taxi. So this is the taxi I need to take. But I want to show you. I want to show people who don't know. So I've activated Auspec. His aura. So that's the aura of a human being. This pale white aura. This is not an aura of a human being. Technically, purple is an emotion, but it's interesting that this man is not human. Possibly. All I will say is his game files. His files in the game is marked as Cain.
Where to?
Just drive, and we'll go down to downtown. His in-game files is marked as Cain. Which, I mean, come on, how did no one see this guy in the alleyway? It's a prominent theory, and it's widely accepted that the taxi driver is, in fact, Cain.
Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Ah, lick.
Which I do just like the idea that Kate is a taxi driver.
I want it.
Because what are you gonna do if you've been alive that long?
Fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
They are vampires, these guys. These are Sabbat vampires. You know, the evil guys?
Yeah. 3 of us.
If they were werewolves, we'd already be dead.
Shoot us.
There is a type of vampire power which gives you animalistic powers, so they probably have some of those.
You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving.
Like you fight a werewolf
sure
later in
seems
this
to like
game,
you.
and your only choice is to run.
Good effort.
Because werewolves
Execution needs a
are
little work.
kind of above pay grades for most
You look
vampires.
like shit.
Most younger vampires.
Name's Nines.
Older vampires can actually fight werewolves on 1v1s, but most younger vampires can't really stand against them. Thanks for the help.
Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
I'll remember that.
You do that. Me? I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I'll think about
This
it.
is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
I'll try. Like, it's really weird. Like, I get why they do that, but since you can like max out a level in your discipline before coming here, I've really questioned how the Sabbat did that to you. Like, I can touch a Sabbat and they'll blow up from blood. Their blood literally boiling. So, this is why I was excited about getting to downtown. Is the advertisements. Because, one, you got like some thing here because of the X20 mod. You have this. You have this. Lost a loved one. Words left unsaid. Help us. Or the Orpheus group. Closed by order of the NSA. You just got... I'm pretty sure that's a reference to something. I have no idea what it's a reference to. The Orpheus group is an actual group within the world of darkness. No, the NHS. The NHS would close it down, but the NSA. The Orpheus group is a group of people who literally kill themselves so they can become ghosts and resuscitate themselves. Kind of like that movie Flatline. Different people in the group do different ways of getting to that level, to the ghost world, the Shadowlands as it's called, and they're really cool. The Orpheus group is really, really cool guys, because despite being just mortals who can enter the ghost world, they stop the apocalypse in their adventure path, if you like follow along with the story. But right now, we got a couple things to do. We gotta meet the guy. I love downtown, by the way. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite areas in this game. We gotta meet the guy at the top of this tower, LaCroix, the Prince of Vampires in the City, the Prince of the Camarilla. Prince is just like a title for like saying you own a certain city and you're the leader of vampires. And they're kind of like the good guys in a way. They generally do want to stop the apocalypse and research ghosts. They literally stop anti-god from killing the world, so, you know, they're pretty cool. The Orpheus subjects are pretty neat. But this is the guy we want to talk to first.
Player, what's the score? How they hang? Good evening and all that commotion. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Mac, the only store for all your needs after 10 o'clock. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God, but you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, because I know I got a weight problem. I just don't give a fuck.
This is Larry. What do you got in the truck?
Now, that is a legitimate question, but a better question to be, what don't I got in this truck? Because at Fat Larry's, my motto is, everything's got a price, but I probably know somebody who can get it anyway.
You gonna talk all night, or are you gonna sell me something?
Nah, that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now, that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, you know, business.
Show me your merchandise.
I got
so this is...
eggs. We don't know what kind. Fireman Hatch. Hey, don't walk on by.
We're gonna get heavy clothes. We're gonna sell this gun now. Honestly, we're gonna sell this. Because we got magic. We need to get rid of this. Why am I carrying around a severed arm? Yeah, I gotta get wrapped with him.
Check it out, step right up.
Sadly, he doesn't have dinosaur eggs. The saddest fact.
Yo, koala ears, lazy eye hammocks, and dwarf saddle right here. Oh, David Duchovny 6.
Cool. That's what we need to give him. Okay, cool. So, the reason we needed this is we needed to get new clothes. Yes, I stole from Charity. Yeah, no, I did, but I didn't lose humanity for it because fun times. We needed new clothes. We need to buy new clothes from Larry. And this is the suit that we bought from him. I still got the charity box. I don't know why the character literally took the charity box. Looking good. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything else. I think we can pick a quest up from Larry at this point.
Say now, brother,
yeah, we can.
Seeing the kind of commando gear you
I literally just bought a suit from you.
You ain't just using that stuff for keeping the neighbors away from your shit, is you?
It's really none of your concern.
Well, that's your business, okay? I just figured somebody with a shopping list like yours might be.
I literally just bought a suit, guy. Right? I mean, I gave you a fire axe and like a fire crossbow, so I'm listening.
Yo, I need a hardcore, massively bionic, two-fisted Jimbo for a supersized skull. Straight up $100 million movie gangster. You still with me? You
got my attention.
Here's what's going down. I got a tip that the Chinatown Tone and some local boys are meet down at a nearby parking garage to carry out a business deal. Now, I can't tell you what they is exchanging, but let's just say a certain client of mine is ready to drop some Uncle Sam-sized bucks to acquire what's in briefcase number 1. You get it for me, I'ma not only give you a cut, but I'll roll out my special stock as well. Now, how that sound?
I'll do it.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Now, if you're the straight-out hard-boiled Terminator type, I'd suggest you buy some heavy firepower before you roll up to the parking garage. You need anything?
I'm ready to go right now. I'll be back with a briefcase. Sure, let's go do this. We'll get the blood on the way in. Actually, no, we'll just rock up and kill the people. Apparently, yeah, no, this does look Joker-esque, actually. I wish one thing for the the jacket that we got, it was like, it had like some fate symbols in it. Did someone try and swing at us? No, okay. Also, have you noticed there's people in hazmat suits around? That's because there's a pandemic going on in this city, in downtown in particular. I don't know how to say that without being like, well, okay, real world events. Let's see if we can do this in 20 minutes, because this is a pretty long action sequence if you're not stealthing. Well, okay, damn, didn't. Let's chill out, guys. Chill. They've got COVID too. Yes. This final thing should kill him. Cool. Me looking for blood shield, so I won't die as quickly. Excuse me. Let me give you. Excuse me. Die. Again, why would you try running out? I mean, I guess if you don't do anything, you just admit that you're gonna die, but. Cool. Yeah, they gotta deal with COVID too. We gotta deal with that quest later, but right now we're just killing some guys in a... Yeah, let's do Blood Thief. Yeah, no. Someone's true stealing us. Dead. Again, I love... Okay, so actually no, we can use blood boil on that guy. And Doug behind here. Do. Yep. Just gotta step over the bit. Remember, still humanity 10. Doing this to 2 people, literally obliterating their blood. Humanity 10. Perfect as saint. I have no moral compromises whatsoever. Definitely as saintly as they come, you know. Okay, they want to do this. Blood boil. Ooh, they do it quite. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna have to do this to you. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, no. Definitely as saintly as they come. Literally walking in a power suit of blood, killing people that can't really do anything to stop me. Because again, I just wave my hands and they blow up. I gotta take it a bit slow so my health regens in time, but that's about it. Now let's use a bit of blood heal so we can actually get back a bit faster. We'll take the knife. Actually no, we already got a knife. We'll take the gun though, we'll sell that. Next is blood fetch, because we're gonna need a bit of blood back. Give me your blood. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, how do you prepare for a guy who just rocks up and starts literally levitating you and ripping blood out of your body? You don't really. Is the answer. Because people don't know about vampires. Sorry, man. You know, I'm sure that's a really painful way to go. I think my blood shield is worn down from the bullets I've taken out a bit at least. But hey, what are you gonna do? There's a real fun thing if you actually sneak through this bit, because the gangs will actually start fighting, so you just have to pick up the remnants. I'm sure they'll figure it out eventually. I mean, humans will eventually figure out how to kill vampires. That's why vampires keep themselves secret. But I mean, if no one lives, they don't have time to figure that out. Oh, that was a lot of people just blew up there. Like, damn, that did not feel good. That was a lot of people who just died. Okay, guys. You get... Okay. Let me get blood strike, because I need blood back. Again, moral saint. Actually, a blood thief, because we need... Ooh, we went for all blood. So we're gonna have to rely on blood strike a bit, and... Come on. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to rely on blood strike for a bit. It's just 22 damage, just quite a bit of damage, but like... It allows me to get back some blood, then I use... Blood Thief, so I can get all the blood back. 1. Wow, this strategy is actually working out. I did not expect it. How did you miss my blood strike? Dear God. Then Blood Thief. Oh, that actually worked. Damn. I honestly did not expect that to work. That like 1, 2, 3 that 1, 2, 3 combo to work. But hey, it works. They're dead now. Sorry guy, you're gonna be like literally not have a chance to shoot. It sucks, I know, I'm aware. It's not a great fate, but I assume that's how my character's justifying that to himself. I've got to like walk over the giblets. Oh no. Oh, someone's shooting me? Okay. Shut up and this little gang will just go on ahead and pick up the spirit. One. Wait, how did you shrug off a blood theft? What? No, you didn't. You just started moving. Okay, you didn't shrug it off. You just kept moving. Let me pick up the briefcase I came here for. Sorry, man. Not your day, really. Not your day. I understand. Wait, how are you still alive? Dear God. Game. Bloodlines. One. Ooh, okay. I'll just wait until he... Cool. Yeah, no. Got a half blood back. That's fine. I mean, we lost a bit of blood, but overall, we did do good on that job. I mean, just ignore the fact that we exploded like 5 guys. So, yeah, no, as you notice, like a gang war starts happening. If you go down fully stealth-wise, everyone will start fighting on all the floors. So you just pick off of the weak guys, but we don't really have a stealth skill aside from dominate, so... You know. Let me cancel my shield, we don't really need that anymore. We already, like... Literally, pretty much just murdered everyone here, yeah. Shows how kind of strong a vampire is. We got AXP. I do kind of want to get scholarship up so I can get research up, but research is dodged by intelligence and stuff. Maybe we'll get that up, because I also want to get Ausfest up, but I think I'll go to 3 on that. Yeah, just murdered everyone. Walking out with a briefcase. And they say Tremere are a dying breed. This is like actually kind of just shows you how powerful I want to point out, Tremere don't just have the Tremere in the game literally have a power where they can just touch a guy and they die if they're mortal. Then they can gain other powers, like the ability to throw fireballs despite being vampires, or the ability to like telekinetically throw swords at you, or the ability to summon literal spirits from like the spirit world to fight you. Tremere in the actual tabletop are just as terrifying as that. It is. I am currently playing a Tremere in the tabletop, and my next goal is to learn the power of throwing fireballs. Oh, also Tremere can act twice in a round if they want. If they've got a certain spell, spell, they can like cast 2 spells per turn in combat. So, not only did they throw a fireball at you, but they're also shooting lightning at you on the same turn.
Partner!
Go a briefcase.
Outstanding! Pass it over here, partner. Yeah, that's beautiful. Everything looks in order. Somebody somewhere got to be pissed off about losing this.
They're fun.
Bad I sent my man right here.
Though blood is what stops you, because you gotta have blood for all of this.
For you. I'll just drop this off to the new owner in the morning. Then I'm gonna get me a big old steak. Not that domestic stuff neither. I'm gonna order up 32 ounces of Kobe beef, the expensive shit. You wanna come? My treat.
If I was not a vampire, yes.
Say, my girl down in Confession, named Venus Dare. She asking around for someone with skills to... Well, I'll let her tell you. I'll give her a call, recommend you if you're interested.
I'll check it out, but first, maybe I'll down to Confession then, goodbye. Well, that's Confession. Confession is like, I say Downtown is my favorite area in the game. Confession is my favorite nightclub in the game because it's made out of an old church. Like, that's just really cool aesthetic, especially for a vampire game set in modern day. A literal church nightclub, dear God. But first, we are not gonna head there. I know we're gonna head down to where the riddle told us. We're gonna head here. This old, cramped stone building It's towered between two bigger skyscrapers. In random place. The irony, yeah. An old cramped building in downtown LA, which is the Tremere, which is, we're gonna go into here quickly, because give me this book, Thaumaturgical Creatures. Let me read this, because I'm pretty, yeah. Thaumaturgical Creatures. E. Manx, Region Chicago. Gargoyles. During medieval conflict with the Tzimisce, I am not sure how you pronounce Tzimisce. It's a Polish word, but I just pronounce it Tzimisce. There's other ways of pronouncing it. Clan Tremere delved further into the secrets of blood magic, spelled with a K, it's kind of important, and created a race of protectors known as Gargoyles. Since their inception, Gargoyles have been used as scouts, warriors, and sentinels. Gargoyles are monsters, vampires by the virtue of blood and flesh, though they are created, though they are through which they are created. I mean, if a Tzimisce made a washing machine, I'd be more terrified then. Virtue of blood and flesh through which they are created. They are no more than detritus of other clans, given a second chance to serve the Tremere creators. Unfortunately, many have wrongly come to view their service as slavery, and have fled their masters in search of delusional utopia. Most escaped gargoyles live in isolation, preferred solitude even to the company of their own kind. So what this is saying, Tremere literally made a slave race of taking flesh from other vampires and grafting it onto a human, turning them into stone-like monsters called gargoyles. Then said that it's technically not slavery when it is. Then they got homunculi, the most menial and mindless tasks many Tremere create was called a homunculus. There are mindless creatures which take many forms, winged, many-legged, or otherwise. Homunculi are unfailingly loyal, but appearances make them serious threat to making Masquerade. Yeah, gargoyles are not nice. I mean, the weirdest thing is gargoyles can embrace people in the newest edition, like in 20th edition, which I find weird because they don't really have fan. Because there you go. So I'll actually show you. Let me actually, because I actually know the full way around the Tremere Chantry because I played Tremere before. But so interesting thing about the Tremere, this building in particular. It's an end. Wow. Did I read it right? Wait, what? These corridors make no sense. See? They're magic. Basically. Like, we literally just went here, and turned here, and came here. It's great. Tremere places are great. They're absolute jerks, but I love the Tremere. That's why I'm playing one in the current tabletop game. I'm playing like a Tremere which is really into blood magic and is like poses and stuff when they cast spells. They're great. They got screwed over by a ghost though last session. They just yeah. I mean, if you got literal magic, what can anyone really realistically do to you? Is there anything in this room? I can't use all because it's an Elysium. I was like, wait a second, can I notice anything? But we're gonna talk to Maximilian since it's coming to the end of the stream next session probably. Next stream. Let me actually save the game so we actually do not lose any save. Tremere Chantry, which we'll get to know very, very closely as we are a Tremere ourselves, so we're going to have to get used to coming here. Which means we're going to have to figure out the corridor, which I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go on muscle instinct for, because I'm pretty sure this is how you get out, yeah. That's how you get out of it. And this is... yeah, no, just use the magic teleporting corridor to get to... actually, wait a second. If I follow my steps back... I'm just saying, I'm just testing, how this fully works. Yeah, no, I can just get here while having the magic teleport me. Nice. Anyway, yeah, no, we're gonna have to get used to that whole walking thing. I'll just let Muscle Instinct carry me when I'm walking out of here. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you for coming, Kat, like always. And on the weekend we'll be doing a To The Ariser, like normal. But yeah, as I said, next week's streams is gonna be a bit weird. There's not gonna be any Kingdom Come stream because I will be having, you know, work related stuff. But there will still be a vampire stream and Ulterior Riser stream next week. But thank you for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and good luck with it. Thank you. I really hope it goes well. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Kat. Take care, Gawain. You too. You take care as well. I will first go get some lunch. And you have a good afternoon as well. See you guys next time. Have a fun day. Goodbye and all that. See you guys next time.